What the hell you talking about? Since I'm the only thing to talk about, being here from the start. Welcome back to A Shot of Discourse. It's your boy, Debt Free Deem, and I'm here with.
It's your girl, Yaaz, guys.
You already know how we start off.
What's good?
I wanted to talk about the word of the day. The word of the day, kids. Gaslighting.
Ding, ding, ding.
Do you know what that means?
Uh-uh.
I don't know what it means either, but like, I want to try to define what's a good analogy that we could look for. Like, I feel like a gaslight is like like when you're trying to get the boat somewhere and you got that little fog light that be going around, and it points you to the right direction.
Or like
of
the thing
truth.
on the lighthouse.
There you go, the lighthouse.
Yep.
You know, it spins around. Boats are looking for a direction to go. They don't want to crash into cliffs.
Right.
And then, you get that guiding light that brings you into the truth. Baby, I don't know. I don't know who that. I don't know who that hoe was.
It might not be the truth.
I don't know what number that is.
They try and blind you.
That's Pizza Hut.
Oh, of course it is.
Shorty, that's Pizza Hut.
Right. Why is Pizza Hut calling you at 12 o'clock in the morning?
Coupons.
That's gaslighting. What you're doing right now is gaslighting.
So
lying.
I used to be.
When you was
like
a young
now
Timmy.
that I'm learning what the definition of this thing is.
You realizing that you was gaslighting people.
I mean, I never really got into arguments too.
It's not
in my gaslight bag.
Not necessarily. You don't have to get into an argument to gaslight somebody. I'm 100% sure you were gaslighting people.
Why?
Just because I know you.
Why?
I just know, like, the way you are, you definitely was gaslighting.
What do you mean the way I am? That's horrible.
No, not. Oh my God.
God damn.
No, not like that. Like we said, we're talking about the old.
I think you gaslight people too.
I
think
mean,
everyone
depending on who you ask.
I
they might
gaslight
tell
my
you that
daughter
I
all the
gaslit them.
time.
We're not.
Those snacks ain't over there.
God, we're not talking.
Your iPad's dead.
Oh my God.
Gaslight every day.
That's just lying.
There's no difference between lying and gaslighting.
There is a difference. I feel like even if it's a fine line, I feel like there's a fine line, like between gaslighting and lying.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna do it too. But how you feeling over there, producer?
Ready to go.
Ready to go?
Always.
All right, just want to shout you out. Everybody's asking like, who's the baritone deep chocolate voice over there? They can tell you chocolate.
Not the smooth baritone.
It's not ready.
How they know he chocolate?
Cause the deepness.
So if you didn't see my face.
Oh my God, you got the light skinned voice ever. I can already tell.
Thank you, Tanaya.
Shout out to Tanaya in the building.
She's
watching
here,
this
guys.
She's watching this How We podcast. What are you talking about?
What does a light skinned voice sound like?
Do it again.
I didn't do anything.
See, us dark skinned people, we have trauma and stress in our voice from our ancestors. Like we got the Wakanda hurt.
What we not going to do? Don't talk.
Sometimes you have a little mix of the caucus.
No, there's
there.
no way. There's not no mix of no caucus. What are you
There's
talking
no Viking
about?
in there?
It's trauma too.
Like you have a proud like innocence in your
Good
voice.
night.
You have
Good-
like a like a German. Like conquer me.
Wow.
You know when you get high
You're
pitched a little bit?
gaslighting me right now.
No, I think I'm telling you the truth. And you
No,
just
you're-
don't want to hear it.
You're not telling. I didn't. There's no way that you could say somebody.
But he got he got
a
like
color.
the Teddy Pendergrass, the what you call you?
Yeah,
what you
Luther
say?
Van. No,
Not Luther.
No,
You got the other Luther.
What's the big?
the
Barry
other
White.
Big Luther.
Barry White. He's definitely not Barry White.
No.
He's not Barry White.
But it's almost. You ever been in the choir?
Yeah, Pentecostal choir when I
You
was
were a
younger.
tenor.
Yeah.
He's probably a tenor at 8 years old.
Sing with the-
When did you do choir? He reigns forever. He reigns forever. He reigns forever and evermore.
Yo, I think that's the first time that I ever heard you try to sing.
Oh yeah, in life.
Seriously,
No.
that's the first time I ever heard you try
Terrible.
to sing in life. Yeah, please don't do that
I'm a
again.
terrible singer.
Don't quit your day job.
I'm not. I'm a gaslighter for life.
Yo, y'all see? Do you see? I just want y'all to see the little humble flex of his wrist, right? Y'all see him over there?
What? What you talking about?
See the little humble flex.
I try to get like you, big dog.
Nah. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, so for today's, discourse.
Yeah. Today's word of the day.
Said
today's word of the day.
Word of the day is gaslighting, but I want to know what side of gaslighting. What is your definition? I'm gonna tell mine, and then We'll have an argument, and then we'll tell the truth of what gaslighting actually is. And I'm going to show you how a lot of women are wrong and they're gaslighting.
Okay.
Men.
I mean, all right, whatever.
And then you'll show me why
Yeah.
men are gaslighting women.
I feel like, to me, the definition is it's like when you make me feel like I'm crazy when you know that I'm telling the truth about something. So
Okay.
you like,
That's fair.
oh no, you didn't see that, bro. What?
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about? I did see that. I saw it and I showed it to you and saw it and said, hey, this is what's happening. You like, yeah, no, that ain't happened.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, now you're trying to make me really feel like I'm going crazy, like I'm not
Got you.
seeing what I saw. So that's
Got
how
you.
I feel like the gaslighting, to me, that's what that feels like.
You ever watch The Avengers?
Yes. I
Y'all
did.
watch The Avengers? I feel like, you remember when Thanos got the reality stone?
Mm-hmm.
That's gaslighting. That's just when you at a high level, like at a Thanos level of gaslighting or savagery, whatever's presented to you, you can just change. You can just change the circumstance.
That's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all think y'all Thanos. Don't work like that.
I'm just saying, like,
You not about to snap your fingers and make me feel like what I saw I didn't see.
remember Thanos was the man before the glove.
I don't care. But what I'm saying
know what
is
I'm saying?
y'all not Thanos, and that's the thing. And he is
We not trying to be Thanos.
He
We trying to be
is-
family men.
not all y'all.
Well,
Oh,
I
you
can't-
all right, hide your kids,
speaking
hide your
for.
wife.
I'm speaking for the
Hide your
community.
kids, hide your wife.
I'm speaking
That's
for
what
the
kind of
community
family y'all trying to do. Hide them.
of men. So when I say change the reality, sometimes it's to help save.
Who you saving? Please tell me. Break it down.
I'm reaching.
Yeah, you are.
Save who
Who?
may have seen
You're
what
out?
they seen or heard what they heard. Sometimes it's not real.
Who are you to tell somebody that they're what's real to them and not what's not real?
Some people have opinions about somebody you might be dating, and some people have facts. So when I see an opinion, I got to spin that.
Yeah, but okay, I get that part. But if what the person is telling you about the other person is a fact, and you still try to talk them out of that and say, hey, no, they're not really like that, and they're like, no, they're really like this because ABC. That's what I'm saying.
Sounds like opinion.
Yeah,
It's an opinion.
No,
I got all right to change that.
But if I'm coming to you with facts, if I tell you I saw, like, if I'm like, this person is a woman beater.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I tell you,
He's been arrested for beating women.
I've seen him
Yep.
physically punch somebody, do whatever.
Oh yeah.
And you're sitting there like, yeah, nah, like, I ain't see that, so that can't be true.
Oh, that's horrible.
It's like,
It's facts. He went to jail.
bruh,
fact.
I'm sitting here, I'm giving the facts to you.
That's a
You want to
fact.
see a black eye? Here,
That's a fact.
this is, he did this. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, nah, I ain't see him do that, so I can't.
Far from this. Let me tell you, all men who do that, disgusting monsters. I don't even want to try to defend them. That's not what I'm doing. But let's say,
No, I just use that as an
let's say
extreme example.
you go out with a gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
This is your first time bringing around your friends,
Mm-hmm.
and one of your friends,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit jealous, and just says something like, "I would never see you with a person like that."
Right. So for me,
And then you go back home, you talking to your booze, like, and it just sits with you, just like, why would she say that?
so the thing is,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going back home to say that to him. I'm going to say to her, what you mean?
Right then and there.
Absolutely.
You a thug. You against
What you
I
mean?
forgot. I'm dealing with a whole nother.
Because no, but not even being a thug. But if you're my friend
Mm-hmm.
and you feel that strongly about something, if my friends, the friends that I have, say something like that, I'm gonna be like, so what made you feel like that?
Yeah.
Because they would never just come out
But
and say,
you're gonna address it right then and there.
Absolutely.
That's gangster. So
I'm not sitting
now
on it.
then she says, he just doesn't look like the person for you.
Okay, and I'm going to again say, who are you to tell me what somebody
All right.
looks
Now,
like
girl,
for me?
we'll talk about it later. So now you go home. You go home because this ain't we had
Right.
cookout or whatever, right?
Right.
You don't want to be bothered with it.
Yeah.
You go home, talk to you. Now it's in the back of your head. You
But
talk
see,
to your
that's
boy
where-
like,
nope, that's where you mess up.
You not
at.
gonna do that?
You don't talk to them about that until you not right now, because what that does is that's going to start to cause a rift
good.
in a situation.
Good.
Now your friends, he looking at like, oh, your friends don't like me, and I ain't even do nothing yet, and it's like, let me get to the bottom of it first before I start to bring it up and be like, yo, like.
A lot of times, and I'm not saying, this is just a way where like gaslighting could be misinterpreted,
Right,
where
right.
the person, you just start acting different.
Yeah.
The guy's behavior changes. He understands that you're kind of operating a little bit weird.
Right.
Or now at the cookout things was kind of off.
Yeah.
And now he's playing on the offensive to say, you know, what's going on, what's
Right.
the problem,
Right.
or he's just, you know, he's trying to investigate even with the homies, like, why are your girls acting weird? And like you
Yeah.
said, like, why they don't like me? And
I
you know,
didn't even do nothing.
So when a guy defends his character in
Mm-hmm.
that atmosphere, is that gaslighting?
No.
Okay.
No, because especially if you didn't do anything to warrant, like,
Somebody's opinion.
yeah.
So that's the point that I'm making. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
This is
yeah,
like
yeah.
somebody has a weird opinion,
Right.
and then you start defending yourself. But if somebody has a fact, and then the
Right.
guy's trying to change and bend the facts,
That's different.
That's a master Thanos right there.
Yeah, that's different.
know what I'm
But
saying?
I think that's what a lot of, I'm not going to say a lot. I think that's what men do, though. Like, you can come to them with facts, and they will still tell you that's not true.
Yeah.
What you saw is not what you think you saw, or what you have is not what you think you have.
Yeah.
Like you just said, like, nah, like that was Pizza Hut calling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just say
Yeah,
Pizza
that's
Hut
reality.
just
But
to,
Pizza Hut did call me.
but that person, that's the gaslighting. When you say, yeah, Pizza Hut did, yes, boy, but you know what I mean. It wasn't really Pizza Hut, the restaurant.
Oh, you want to know
have
who's on
somebody-
the phone?
You have somebody stored as Pizza Hut. See, that's what I'm saying. Stop playing
said
with me.
Pizza Hut.
I don't care what it said. You know it's not Pizza Hut. That's the dialogue that you start. No, but that's the dialogue you had, because now it's like you're trying. You know exactly. That's what gaslighting is. You know exactly what I mean. And you're like, yeah, but it was Pizza Hut. Boy, play with your mother. Don't play with me.
Let's take this shot.
You know.
All right, let's get into it. So I like to cite my sources. Are we good with medical news today? Do we trust that source as a website?
Who?
Medical news today. You don't like
know.
that one?
I don't know. But
What would
that's-
you know, you're a medical professional. Which one you like?
I don't really.
We don't want to do Wikipedia.
Yeah, I don't really use those things. I kind of maybe Webster's. Is it in Webster's?
Webster's, Forbes. Why would Forbes have it?
Because society is probably like.
I don't want to use Wikipedia.
Nah,
That's
just
so
use the
bad.
one you had. The medical.
Psychology Today. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Psychology Today.
Yeah, because
All right.
my therapist brought it
Let's
up.
make
too.
sure my reading skills is on point right now.
Ooh.
I could read.
Okay. I would hope so.
And they got a hard word already. Oh my God. Okay. Gaslighting is a insidious form of manipulation and psychological control. You see how I bodied that word? Insidious?
But for the people, what's insidious mean?
You see what you about to do? I think it's like
No,
insidious is like a I want to say bad.
Yeah, almost like worse than.
But-
It sounds like it's like worse than disgusting.
Or like evil intent.
Yes.
I think
yeah,
insidious is
ill
evil intent.
Okay.
Okay, victims of gaslighting are deliberately and systematically fed false information that leads them to question what they know to be true often about themselves. Go ahead with insidious.
What does it mean?
That great, I like that. So gaslighting is a gradual form of manipulation and psychological control. Why didn't they just put that word in there saying insidious? So now victims of gaslighting deliberately and systematically fed false information that leads them to question what they know to be true often about themselves. They may end up doubting their memory, their perception, or even their sanity. Over time, a gaslighter's manipulations can grow more complex and potent, make it increasingly difficult for the victim to see the truth. I'm going to stop, and now I want you to respond.
My Lord, you just read me to filth. That's how I feel. That's how I know I was.
There's a little bit of difference to what
No,
you said.
that's how I know, but that's how I know that I've been gaslit. But now there's a term for it.
Okay.
For a long, I didn't know
Why?
what the term was, because when you deal with a certain person, like certain people, they they make you feel like what you see is not what you really saw. What you say your experience with me is not really your experience. So if I'm like telling somebody like, yo, this person did this, and this, but they to the majority, that's not what everybody sees, and they're like, oh nah, I don't see that side of them, and it's like, you're not dealing with them on the level that I'm dealing with them on. It doesn't mean that my experience with them isn't true. You get what I'm saying? So okay, so I'll take like my relationship with my biological father. he's my dad, but he's a uncle, a brother to, his siblings, his nieces, and his nephews. I know him to be a horrible person.
Got you.
Liar, narcissistic, manipulator.
Got you.
Treated me horribly. He didn't, the way that he was with me is not the way that he was with his nieces, his nephews. So when I decided to cut my dad off and like wrote a letter and sent it to him and all these other things, my family came at me crazy because they're like, how dare you? And I said, well, first of all, he's not your father. So your relationship with him is nowhere near on the level as mine. He didn't disrespect you the way he disrespected me.
Okay.
And he can never do that because he's not your father.
Got you.
But they tried to make it seem like, hey, that's not I'm lying. That's not how he is. And it's like,
So they were gaslit on the perception of him.
Yes, and then they in turn gaslit me because of my experiences with him. And he was gaslighting all the way around the board.
So then you were kind of confused or like, whoa, that's not what I experienced. Am I tripping? Like, that's how you felt.
But can a person gaslight you if they don't know that that's happening to you? Like, if they're not in control of the narrative,
but I feel like,
that's gaslighting you?
I mean, maybe not. Maybe it's more manipulation. But see, for
But go back to your example.
Yeah.
Right? Once again, your family has a perception of your biological
they have an
father,
experience with their experience with him is
which
different.
is drastically different than your experience.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you respond to his behavior. They come back, chastise you for that
for
what you
choosing
did.
to say, I'm done.
Okay. So now, did you feel confused at all about what reality is?
Yes.
Okay.
So I started
So
to
they
question
gaslit
it.
you.
Yeah. So I
Alright,
started to
that's fair.
question it like, hold on. But then I'm like,
But
nah.
now this is what I'm saying. That we gotta be careful because there's a difference to me between what happened in that example
Yeah.
and what we talking about with gaslight, right? I would feel like if your biological father had a way of leveraging this perception with the family to have power over them or control over them, then I think that's gaslighting. I just think the nigga's lying. You know what I'm saying?
But in a sense, if you think about it, it's it's a fine line because he knows what he's doing.
Correct.
So you're going to gaslight and manipulate so that you're controlling the narrative.
Who is he controlling?
He's he's the Thanos.
You could control the narrative, but he ain't controlling people.
He's the Thanos. Clearly, you are because they think that you're not this person that you really are, and you know that you're this person.
Right, but so just because I change people's opinion of me, like there's a lot of people think I'm a jerk. There's some people think when I drink, I'm a great time. Some people think when I drink, I'm a horrible person to be around. Some people think, like it's really polar opposites with me. Like, but I don't care to, like, if eventually somebody hates me and we go out drinking and eventually now it's a night where, oh man, Kadeem's fun when we go out. And
Right.
now on this side, I didn't gaslight you to just like me. You just found a different environment where it worked out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just changing a person's perception of you cannot be
right. No, that's not. But I feel
Yeah.
I think because it's like I feel like people that do it, and I feel like gaslighting goes into like that narcissistic personality disorder thing.
Okay.
They know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah. Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and I only say this because experiencing it, I know for a fact he knew exactly what he was doing.
Got you.
So that's why I'm like, but I understand what you're saying. Like, if you change somebody's opinion, if you're a different person with them, their experience is going to be different. That's cool. That might not be gaslighting. But I feel like it gets tricky when the person knows what they're doing.
Now, here's where I think gaslighting really plays a part, and it's really messed up what happens. Like, I see where girls like get in a relationship with a dude, and they're kicking it. Like, we're not even talking about cheating, but like,
Right.
you just know the guy. He drive around, taking your gas, taking money out your
Tyrese
check.
and Baby Boy.
We ain't gonna kick a dark skinned brother down. He's doing better now. He's getting better roles.
I mean,
Fast and
Baby Boy
Furious
was
10.
a
Stop.
character.
Stop. Dark skins up. See, you throw me off. So
You
he's
went
bad,
on
right? Then your friends are telling you like, yo, this guy's taking advantage of you. Yo, you think this is right for you? Blah, blah. Then the girl stands up for herself a little bit like, nah, just keep using Darrell. nah, Darrell, you know, I'm going to use my car and I'm going to go to work and I'm going to keep my car in the parking lot like a regular human being.
Right.
Darrell's like, yo, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. I need to go to the studio. Blah, you trying to diminish my dreams, all this other stuff. And it's like, no, Darrell, I just want my car. I found condoms in the other day and we don't use those things. And he's like, man, I don't know who you having sex with. See, you and your friends be in your goddamn head.
Yeah.
And then she's like, damn,
But
I did. Hold on. Let me finish because, I'm on it. Oh, I did let Shaquita use my car on Thursday. Did she have sex in my car? She always a hating hoe. She's always a hating hoe.
Now your voice in the head like you know he did it.
Yeah.
You know she did
but
it.
Sharita disgusting. So she get on the phone, yell at Sharita, and
These
now that
names
friendship is
are
severed,
crazy.
even though she was the person that tried to get you away from Darrell.
Uh-huh.
That's gaslighting to me. Darrell's using it as control. I
Yeah.
need this car to drive around the city, have sex with women, and lie to her, tell her I'm at the studio.
Yeah. So I'm
He's
gonna put it
controlling
off. I'm gonna put it on her friends. I'll put it on everybody but me when I
Yeah.
know. Exactly. That's
and
what
then
I said.
the friendship gets severed. That's the part that I don't like. Now it's not about perception. This
No.
dude is really literally turning reality and say your friends are against you. Sharita is having sex in your car.
But that's what I'm saying. He knows the control. You know that what she's saying is true, but you are controlling the whole situation when you know
Okay.
that she's telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know she's telling the truth, but you about to be like, yeah, nah, I ain't about to mess up what I got for going on for me. Because if she takes her car away, now you don't have nothing. Don't benefit you. So now you're gonna make her feel like she's crazy, or you're gonna put it off on all.
We
her.
agree.
Yep. And
We
then,
agree.
And then,
I'm just
and then
defining
that's,
an example.
and then that's
Yeah.
when the isolation comes into place.
Mm-hmm.
You isolate her.
Yeah.
Now she's codependent on you.
Yeah.
Because you done told her. Now she looking at everybody crazy. She looking at herself crazy. Like you said, you start to question yourself. Like, yo, am I really that messed up that I see things this way?
Do I really not have no friends?
Like, am I really just like that negative that I just feel
Darrell
like
be
I don't
like, I'm
notice
your
that
friend.
I don't
I'm
notice
your
that I
only
have a
friend.
good man in front of me? Nah, Savannah, he's not a good man.
Savannah. Sharita.
No, but what I'm saying is everybody say Savannah. Everybody's like, oh, Savannah got
what's
a
that?
good
What's
man
that
for
from?
LeBron. Like, oh my, he a good man, Savannah. No, he's not a good man, Savannah.
You don't think LeBron's a good man?
No.
I'm losing it. Hold on.
Yeah,
Let me find it.
you lost it. That's
I don't know the joke.
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's just like, you know how they
Oh,
say, my
I know
man,
what
thank
that-
you to my man. Whatever. It's just
Live alone, then crawl up behind some two-timing loser like Kenneth. He's a good man, Savannah. A good man. He's just in a bad situation right now, and he's trying to get out of it. Mama, I tell you what, why don't you f***ing marry him then?
I ruined that one for you.
you
I'm sorry.
did. But the lady, Tanaya knew, and the ladies know what I'm talking about. He's not a good man, Savannah.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. My bad, man. I gotta get hip.
all right, Sharita, he's not a good man, Sharita. At all.
Yo,
He's
Tyrese was a
gaslighting.
really good gaslighter, yo.
He was a manipulator.
He was a very good gaslighter on Baby Boy. Baby, if
hate
that
you,
movie's
Jody.
still out,
I hate you,
and
too. I
women are
hate you, too.
still giving dudes cars and giving them money.
They giving them more than that now. They putting houses in their names.
Explain. What are you talking about? I need a house.
you wild.
My wife knows that I'm not doing that. I'm
You
not doing
got
that.
houses. Shut up.
But
No, shut up.
how is that happening?
Yo, the same way they putting cars in their names for these men, they putting apartments in their names for them.
That's crazy. I would never. If you have an air mattress, sir, why would I sign an apartment for you? You know you want an air mattress. You're on an air mattress.
Because guess what?
You don't need an apartment.
The chick's going to
I'll do
still
a storage
sleep with him,
unit.
air mattress and all.
Storage unit.
I'm not even paying for a storage unit. You must be out your rabbit
I didn't
mind.
say pay for it, sign for it.
I'm not signing for that either.
If you ain't got credit to get a storage unit,
I'm
that's
not
crazy.
signing for nothing.
Well, you
unless
know,
we're
you know
we're
now.
together. I'm not signing for nothing.
No.
And we're both signing.
Financial lesson of the day: you don't co-sign for nothing.
No, what I'm saying is
Nothing.
It's not, I'm not co-signing. What I'm saying is
Never.
we're equal. I'm not co-signing on anything. It's like it's an equal partnership. If both of our names are not on there, ain't no co-signer this or co-signer that. I'm not co-signing nothing. You must be crazy.
So let's go into this other thing: how like gaslighting begins.
Yes.
Shout out to psychology today. This is nice. So a relationship with a gaslighter may seem to start out quite well. They may praise the victim on
Love
the first
bombing.
date. You hit the nail on the head. I was about to say, and immediately confide in them. Such disclosure before any intimacy has been establishes trust quickly. It's part of a tactic known as love bombing. The more quickly a victim becomes enamored, the more quickly the next phase of manipulation can begin. Is there a step-by-step guide to this? Like this is a Future mixtape? Like this is how this works?
That's why Future is. That's literally.
He just reads Psychology Today.
I don't know.
and
I don't know.
And gets these bad women.
I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know if he does that. I don't know if he reads Psychology Today, but
That would be so crazy. Future in the lab.
But I think
drink
that-
some lean, talking about what's going on.
nah.
in
But I
Psychology
also
Today,
think that
yo.
women are attracted to that. The trauma. Listen, the trauma of it. The trauma of it, and we're going to be honest because
Let's be honest, huh?
yeah, we are absolutely going to be honest. That's what they're attracted to, and it's only because
What are they attracted to again? Because I might have missed
the
it.
trauma. It's like a trauma bond. So if you're used to somebody gaslighting you, love bombing you, and then dipping off, that's the person.
off.
Like just going like, all right, I'm done. Like, cool, it's whatever.
Crazy. It's ghosting,
Or
right?
making you
That's
feel like
ghosting.
or
Yeah,
making
that's ghosting.
not even necessarily ghosting, but making you feel like you're crazy.
Yeah.
And that's your experience. If
Yeah.
you get somebody that's not like that to you, they're probably gonna be boring.
This is a female perspective.
A female perspective.
You know what I like? I like my life right now. My life is great. We ain't gaslighting, love
Yeah.
bombing. It's just basic, and I love it.
But
I
I
don't
think-
know why people don't want to get on this side.
No, but I think that it's not that people don't want to get on that side. I think that we're now putting words to these actions.
Yeah.
These things, I feel like we use
But
them
at the
very-
end
we-
of
I
the
feel
day,
like
when
we use them very
somebody
loosely,
makes you
though.
feel confused, crazy, bad,
yeah, but
why not exit the situation?
Because you
Like,
don't know-
I don't feel good about this.
but you don't know if you're really crazy or if you really feel bad.
Pizza
when-
Hut call 11:59.
Well, see,
man.
that's different. That's something different, right? That's different. That's you choosing to ignore that. That's not Pizza Hut.
But she could say I'm confused too. Maybe he was hungry, and he Pizza Hut called him. You see
No.
what I'm saying? People try this is what I don't like.
Can y'all stop
People
trying to rationalize
Justify irrational, crazy behavior.
Right, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
Just call
and
a spade a
maybe
spade.
you
Like I
can't-
know that's not Pizza Hut, so you know he's dipping off. Like
I
please
am
don't
outta
say.
here.
Please don't say.
I'm outta
Okay, I
here.
know you're hungry.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, he hungry for some
Meat lovers.
balls.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
Call me with that one. Pause.
Wow.
I don't know why I did that. Really bad.
I wasn't going there. I wasn't gonna say that. If I
Really
would have said
bad.
that, you would have been like, "Yo, y'all, you're wilding. You're violating."
Yeah. That's
You
crazy.
see how he did.
I'm really ashamed of myself.
I am too. That's something that I would have said. Not you.
I can't even recover. I'm trying to think like
can't,
a,
no,
a
it's-
pizza, a pie. Like I don't know what to do.
All I said
But
was
yeah,
he was
shorty
hungry
calling
for
Pizza
something
Hut.
else.
Yeah.
That-
And you get the phone call. You know, I just feel like
But
if you see that, here's my big problem. Everybody wants to be a victim, and we have these words to make everybody feel like a victim.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool that we're identifying these things because it's just bad behavior. But to me, like Pizza Hut, my girl gets a call from Pizza Hut at 11:55. Oh, that's what we doing. I might bring it to her that night, or you know how in typical my fashion, I'm just not talking to you again. There's a lot of people I just up in one day leave. I don't even give you the satisfaction of like, man, why you stop talking to me? I don't even do that.
Yeah, but that's easier to do when you're not married. What if that happens in your
I'm
marriage?
talking about when I was not married.
No, but but what I'm saying is
We
these-
talking to not married people.
right. But sometimes these same situations go unnoticed and then they pop up
All
in
right,
your marriage. So
the
now
marriage
what do
part,
you do?
the marriage part. Let's do that. So if it pops up in marriage, you have the conversation.
Now we have
You-
a conversation. You're not just walking away.
Because we have to. You know, in this damn country,
Do
I
you?
lose everything. She mess up, I lose everything. Ain't that crazy? We don't want to get into that. She ride dick, I lose everything. Insane. But we don't want to go into that.
Yay.
She got the cock carousel, and then I lose half. Insane. But we don't want to talk about that, right? Well, I gotta have a conversation. I can't punch nobody, cause God forbid. If I go shoot the nigga, I go to jail. I can't hang out with my daughter.
Yeah, but-
you see how bad it is that somebody else rode dick. I didn't even do anything, and I'm in jail. I lose half my stuff.
But see, on the flip side of it, for a girl, for the woman,
Mm-hmm.
if you cheat, I'm not saying if she
She can leave and still take half my stuff.
Yeah, but she can not even. I understand she can take half of your things, but
Yep.
if you ain't got nothing in the first place, what's she taking? Nothing. So she's leaving with nothing.
We're talking about me.
She can't. She can't beat up whoever you cheating on her with.
She'll go to jail. Correct.
Yes, because she's a mother.
Correct.
She'll lose her children, whatever.
Correct.
She can't punch you in the face because she probably want to, but now you're the
She
father.
could punch me. What I could get if she punched me in the face, I get arrested.
I mean, I only said punch you in the face because she can't kill you because I'm like, you're the father of her child. So it's like, I can't hurt you.
That's one barrier, goddammit.
Because you're the father of my child.
She gonna always want that Christmas picture.
Nah, no. For me, that's out.
But
I don't care about that.
What I'm saying is, like I said, if I'm speaking from my perspective,
Right.
you see something like that, you have a conversation.
Right. The adult
What's
thing to
going
do,
on?
guys,
and
is to talk
like
about
I've
it.
been saying in these other, podcasts, I'm gonna be pissed, but like, what the hell happened? Like, what do we need to do to get back on the right track? Like, I'm always gonna be trying to. Yes, I told you.
Yeah, but didn't we just talk about like being able to have these conversations? And you said men don't want to have those conversations. So
And I'm
pretty
telling
sure
you, I'm an
you
adult.
do.
I'm gonna have the conversation.
Right, you do.
What am I not doing? What's going on? That's the first thing I probably would say.
But the majority of these men do not want to hear what they're not doing.
Okay, stop being little boys. Like we got money on the line. Like I don't know what's going on. Like we ain't trying to break up and have I don't well, like I said, mixed families is cool. But look, I want the same machine. I'm pumping them out. Whatever.
Yeah.
I want the same set.
Yeah, I get
I want the mortgages and everything intact. We trying to build this empire. You want to ride for your life. Stop riding cocks and I'll stop getting in girls' boxes. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna figure out why this happened.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at me first.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna look at what you need. And then we're going to try to fix this thing.
And I think that's the key thing. Like a lot of people don't look at, like you said, people want to be the victim all the time, but they don't look at their part in it.
Yeah.
You got to hold yourself accountable.
Correct.
Because I'm like, even I had to do that. I'm looking at situations and I'm like, cool, I hold myself accountable for ignoring what was there. But then again, it's like, well, you look at, there's certain factors, like you look at age, how old was I when these things were going on? Did I really understand what was happening when these things were going on? Because if you are younger and you don't, or if that's not what was taught to you, if you weren't raised that way to know what these things are, to look for these things, you don't know.
Right.
Until you experience it and you look back. Hindsight is always 20/20, and you're like, oh, that's what that was. In the thick of it, I know nothing about what I thought what I was going through from a child up until adulthood was normal.
Right.
And it wasn't. My experiences in my relationships, I thought that those things were normal. It wasn't.
Right.
Nothing about it was normal. Now I'm learning that from like therapy. Like that wasn't normal. And it's like when you're dealing with those type of people, I think that sometimes those people know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And some, like we talk about grooming.
They're the manipulators.
They're grooming.
But go back
prey.
but what I'm trying to tell you though, you know how you feel. Like go outside of marriage now, let's go to dating. Mm-hmm. You are in a situation where you're getting gaslit. You feel confused. You feel angry. You feel just all negative feelings. When do you say, hey, look, I'm done with this? Why do people keep staying in that foolishness?
Because you don't, again, if you're looking at someone, if you're looking at age, or not even age, if you're looking at someone that doesn't know any of that, nobody's taught you what that looks like. Nobody's taught you. So you're like, wait a minute. Is this how this relationship is supposed to go?
Yes. I'm going to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Tanaya.
But you don't always feel that way either.
Yep.
They start off making you feel the best you ever felt.
Yep. Love bombing. Take you up.
So tonight is saying that they make you feel great. It's a feeling of goodness. Yeah. So it's like, okay, I like that you said that. What can I do? And they taking actions to say, what do I need to do to get back on track? Right. It's confusing.
The person who you would refer to as the victim.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They are trying to get back to that. They're like, we were always so great. It was wonderful. I love that.
They want what it was in the beginning.
More of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chasing that high again.
Yep.
I'm confidently gonna put my feet down and say that is a person that doesn't understand or has not set up their own boundaries yet.
I agree.
Because if you are moving forward, let's say, okay, I don't know, Gaslight's lying to you, they cheated or whatever happened, right? And then now you're like, oh no, I it must be me, like the Derek Jackson's wife. Like she's probably in a area of delusion where she's just feeling like, I messed up. I'm the reason. Woe is me. It's like, shorty, if you have a thing of like, if a guy does this, I am out. If he does this, I am out. No matter how good anything is, what the money is, I am out.
Yeah, but
you gotta set those things. If I get punched in the face, that hurts. Nobody gotta teach me a punch in the face hurts.
Right. But
I'm out.
But your perception of the way somebody loves you or shows you that they care about you, it's going to vary. So all I know is that when somebody tells me they love me, regardless of who it is, they're causing pain. I'm going to attribute pain to love.
No.
Yes.
No, you can't.
Am I wrong?
You can't. And that's where I think I understand that happens. I don't want to say that does not happen. I understand that. But that, to me, that person ain't even ready to date. That person's not even, if you don't understand what love is, get out of the game.
Yeah, but it's hard when you've been in it and that's all you know. What I'm saying is it's not that easy when that's all you know.
What?
If you
punch in the face?
Not what I'm saying.
Cheating on?
But what I mean is pain. I'm not talking. It could be physical. It could be physical pain or whatever. But
right.
Take it back to like your parents.
Got you.
If that's the way your parents showed you they loved you, if they said I love you and then hurt you, as you grow up until somebody tells you that's not what love is, that's what you're going to attribute to that too. As that's going to come up in your adult years. That's going to come up in your dating life. You don't know no different. You don't know no different. You're like, well, my mom, my dad, the people that birthed me and raised me, grandparents, whoever, this is how they show me they love me. So they're teaching me that love is pain. In order for somebody to tell me that they love me, they have to hurt me. And I say this because I was a person that thought like that.
That's sad.
In order for somebody to tell me that they love me, friends, whoever, you had to hurt me for me to say, okay, you must really love me because you hurt me. Because the people that I said that said they loved me.
So how did you find out what love was?
I don't know what love is.
Still. Even with your friends.
I'm learning.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm learning. But the thing about it is there's a lack of trust. There's that trust because I don't know what that, I don't even trust myself because look at where to me.
That's the part that makes me like.
So it's hard.
Frustrated. It's like the only person you have is yourself. You have to be able to trust yourself and understand how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but
you can't be out here like, oh, woe is me, the world's against me, but you don't even understand how you work.
Right. So the thing is,
first.
It's not necessarily woe is me and the world is against me. When I tell you you're in a state of confusion, because everything that you knew, you have to unlearn all of that.
That's fair.
So
that's fair. I'm not saying you don't.
Yeah. So now you're in a state of confusion and you're questioning everything. You're questioning what is love? What does that look like?
This is a completely naive Kadeem question. Once you start seeing one area of life, you transition to another, and you actually have people in your corner that respect you, care about you, talk life into you, and all these other things. How do you dip back into negative people?
It's comfortable.
That's what I don't understand. You got to break that down.
So
I don't understand.
So people that have PTSD, broken people. And I'm going to specifically say me because I can't speak for everybody else. You cling to the familiar.
Okay.
It's easy. I know how to deal with somebody that is going to hurt my feelings. You can't even hurt my feelings, first of all, because I'm going to put everything out there so you can't hurt my feelings. But I also know how to deal with somebody, or I know how to deal with pain. I know how to function in chaos.
Right.
I can control that. I cannot control what I don't know. So you're scared to walk into the unknown.
Okay.
It's about control.
Okay.
So like for me, like I said, I can function in my life has been chaotic. All I know is chaos.
Do you like chaos?
That's
my question.
I wouldn't say that I like it. Okay. It's familiar to me. It's comfortable.
And that's fine.
It's comfortable.
That's fine. But now when you get into an area of like, man, like the boat is, I really like a calm boat ride. Like I like boats, for example. You just on a rocky ocean. Like this is how it's always been. We have to go on this uncharted waters. The chop is crazy. It looks, But then all of a sudden you go on another adventure and it's like, yo, the water's mad cool, the sky is blue, everything's nice. Damn, like we could talk and have a conversation. I ain't drafting the rails and all that stuff.
And guess what I'm doing? I'm questioning and I'm waiting for the chaos to start.
Okay, that's fine, because I have that trauma all the time. I have that of like,
yo,
it can't be this good.
Nope.
It can't be this good. My wife would tell you I'm a pessimist, bro.
Can't be.
Why are you looking at negative? I'm like, we at the park with my daughter. Like, yo, who's gonna shoot out here? We are in. She's like, sir, we are in Burlington Township Park. I don't know. Who that white person over there? You know what I'm saying? But it's trauma of living in the hood or whatever. Like,
yeah.
So, but I don't let that ruin the time. I might dip back into that, but then it's like, oh, it's time with my daughter. And
but so the thing is, when you're functioning in it,
this.
I don't let it ruin the time. Okay. I could be having a great time. Like I said to you on the last podcast, I lie to y'all all the time.
Yeah, I know.
So y'all don't know. You would never be able to tell when it's like, oh, like, I'm like uncomfortable because I'm the same. I could be fighting demons and I'm still showing up, smiling, having fun. You'll never know. Mm-hmm. But for me, when I'm in those moments when it's like too good, when I tell you I'm panicking and I'm like terrified because I'm like, okay, if I allow myself to be vulnerable, the fear that I'm going to get hurt or it's going to turn bad, I'm like, nah. That level of vulnerability is crazy. So people that are used to chaos, like that's why they'll cling to somebody that gaslights them. That's familiar to them. And when I tell you they really don't see it until you're like, you start doing that healing and that inner work, you don't realize that that's not okay. That's not okay. It's not cool.
So then what would your advice be to, we know how to identify it. Right. But what would your advice be to like, now that when it happens, I love myself, I know my boundaries. How do you?
I'm still learning how to get out of it. But the only thing that I can say is like, you really have to work on yourself. You really have to identify your triggers. You have to identify and be honest about what happened or what you're going through. Call it what it is. If you like to be gaslit, you gotta own that.
If you like to be gaslit.
Because, but you seriously, like if you like to be, some people like these things, and it's like, well, if I had somebody that's nice, I really don't know what to do with it. So you got to be.
I don't think you know what to do with it. That's boring to them, and like that's the part that pisses me off. You want the fire, you want the craziness, you want a wild life.
So be honest about that.
Yeah, and then stay with them,
and stop being a victim.
Boom.
That's what I'm saying. That's the part that own it.
So to me, like if I were to give advice to somebody, and like I got sisters, like. If a dude is blatantly lying, Pizza Hut calling at 11:59, he's taking your car, he ain't putting gas in it, he's not taking care of you. Like, yo, if you just look at how Jesus loves the church, that's your ideal man. Just look at that. That's a man that's down for you. Somebody that actually takes time out their day, loves you, cares about you, will be there. You call them with an emergency. I'm not saying he has to solve the emergency, but he listens to you and lets you vent
gives you
and all these other things.
Helpful, some way, somehow.
People's pockets are slim, y'all. So
no. What I'm saying, when I say, first of all, when I say helpful, you literally just said
gas is like $4.50.
Yeah, but when I say helpful, you said like offering resources. I'm not saying resources, monetary resources, but it's like, yo, I
can help you in this way.
There, but look at this, and this. Look this up.
If somebody's not just there for you, they're not there for you. It's as simple as that. And you gotta take those things as signs and be like, yo, I'm out. But if you like that and that's what you know, sometimes I feel like the Darrell D got him hooked, man. They'll take all the gaslighting, the lying, as long as he's throwing it down. That's what they want.
And I mean, if that's what you want, but again, you have to be honest with yourself and honest about what it is that's happening.
And they're not being honest.
No,
that's
what
I'm saying.
They're not.
You can't be a victim and you want to stay there. But I will say, for the people that just can't get out of it, you got to set boundaries. You got to find out what love is, and you got to understand what you want for yourself. And it takes a while, like you said, to understand that.
It really does, because when you're in a relationship with somebody like that, like a narcissist or anything like that, you lose yourself in them.
Whoa.
So now all you know is that person. So when you're not with that person, you have no identity outside
Can I
of
ask
them.
you something? Why do women do that? Why do women like put their whole identity in a man? Like,
Because again,
why?
not all women do that.
A lot of women do.
But look at what their look at who their prototype is. Look at where they're learning it from.
Who?
The women that are like this. If they've never seen somebody be different,
Okay.
if their mom,
Okay.
their
They
grandmother,
say the mama. Say the mama word.
or even if their dad,
Say the mama word.
if their
I was
dad,
waiting for it.
but even if their dad loved them a certain type of way, or didn't. Matter of fact, didn't.
Mm-hmm.
You're searching for that love that you did not get from said person, and now it's going to show up in every relationship that you're in.
I'm gonna say something, and a lot of people ain't gonna like it.
I mean, you
but
say a lot of things that people don't like, so here we are.
sometimes your mama was the person that was gaslighting you the most.
Or your dad.
No, your dad wasn't around. Statistically, every dad was in jail or they wasn't in the house.
Nah, that's not true.
Statistically, go in the elementary school. Go in your brain. Everybody, go in your brain right now. Producer, are you falling asleep? God damn, boy, he's gone. You falling asleep?
He's listening. You
So
gotta listen with his eyes closed.
go back into our thought process.
Are we talking about for like our age group? Or
Yeah,
okay.
our age group.
Our
Go
generation?
into elementary school. Go into your 5th grade class, and identify in your mind the kids that had a mom and dad. Okay, who else? You guys are laughing.
She said,
Yes,
my sister.
Me and my sister.
No, I'm laughing at her.
Me and my sister. Your mom and dad in the house. Everybody in the class. Half the people in the class. 25% people in the class. 25%. That is sad.
I'm gonna say 12
So
and a half.
let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth. So now sometimes you're being raised by. I'm not saying all the time. I said sometimes you're being raised by a woman that has a lot of pressure, a lot of stress on herself, and she's pissed, man.
And she's using the tools
She's
that she
pissed.
has.
She's using what she got, and then guess what? Your daddy ain't, men ain't, blah ain't, and that's your reality.
Right.
So moving forward, we going to a period where like.
So you cling to ain't.
No, you don't cling to it because obviously somebody's telling you that this is bad.
And you still
for
watch
some
your
reason,
mother
we still go to it
because you watch your mother be with the same people that she said ain't good.
People process very differently.
Exactly.
We got it. Yeah.
There is a child who is going to see that and be like, I'm never doing that.
Yep.
Correct.
And there is a child who's going to see that and be like, well, this must be what I'm supposed to do.
Yep.
And this is just the point of the show right now is to make sure that everybody understands. If internally, like you yourself, you have to understand this is good for me, this is bad for me. Whether you want a gaslighter, whether you don't. You just sit there and say, this feels good, this doesn't feel good. I don't care what you do. But don't be coming out here when you do get a gaslighter and you kind of like that. You stay there. Don't put me in a position to be like, yo, you shouldn't be with that person and all that stuff. I don't want to even give you advice. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So oftentimes we get frustrated like with our friends or in any situation and we trying to talk to them and help them out. You know, like to me it's like even when you help somebody with like me, financial advice. And then, I'm like, yo, you spend a lot on Amazon. You spend a lot on food. You spend a lot. Well, that's like, I want to do it.
You're not ready.
You just in your reality. You don't want to change. And that's fine. You're not sick and tired yet. You don't want to make the strong changes to get out of your situation. But don't come back and be like, Biden ain't helping us, Trump ain't helping us, or the government, blah, blah, blah. You are the problem.
Right. You're not helping you.
So whether it's the government, boil it down to a relationship, you are the person that didn't leave.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just, I feel like it takes a lot of work. I don't think people understand to do that internal work.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like to look at themselves in the mirror and like really do that shadow work and be like, yo, I might be the toxic one. I might be the problem.
Bro.
Or at least part of the problem.
When I let a lot of stuff go in order to try to be happy on a day-to-day basis in marriage, you know, when pride is a sin, ego is horrible. Once you start, when they say like, women are supposed to be servants to their husbands or whatever, and then women get all pissed off. You know how much stuff a husband does for their wife, or a husband's supposed to do? I'm not even saying like
a good husband.
Yeah, a good husband. I'm not
a God-fearing husband.
Yeah, let's say this. Like, I know for a fact, for me right now, full disclosure, I'm not a dude that's gonna be. I'm in the woods. I'm gonna fight a war. I'm not that. I'm not built like that. I'm not gonna build a house.
Times are different.
You know what I'm saying?
You have resources.
Exactly. We have houses all over the place.
You have resources for that.
But guess what? I need to change my daughter's diaper. Yo, I need to give my wife some food cooked. Blah blah. I just fill in where I can.
Yeah.
Call me whatever you want. But in my marriage, I'm just trying to be. It's not about the ring. It's just.
I was playing.
Yeah. I know, but it's about happiness.
Yeah.
How can we just
put things together? You found your partner. You found your one.
I don't want it to seem like that. I found my partner, but I'm operating to keep things happy, and I'm in servitude of the word marriage.
Yeah, but you found somebody that makes you want to do that. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I think that.
Or did I submit myself to the what a marriage is?
You did, but at the same time, if she was not making you happy, it would be hard for you to submit to something that doesn't make you happy. If I'm listening to you correctly, if you have boundaries.
So we do say that,
man,
but what I'm saying is, like, for men, there has to be a come to Jesus moment where, like, you can't act like a boy anymore.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, gaslighting is childish behavior. When you gotta, if you a real dude, phone ring, it ain't Pizza Hut. Oh, that's Shaquita. That's Head Monster. Oh yeah, it's about that time. You don't really. If you a thug, that's how you gonna move. Or you're an adult and you be like, yo, I don't have none of that stuff on my phone. Hey, let's watch this video. I like how Tiana Trump be goggling right here. You need to get up on that.
So if a guy is that honest, and he's telling, are you telling her to head for the hills?
Or am I telling her to? If
he like,
that's my recommendation.
If he's being that honest, and if he's honest about
yes,
go,
because that's not what you want to be in. But if you a polygamous type of girl, right? And you like, I'm backshot girl. I don't do the sloppy whatever. Call Shaquita. Call Head Monster. That ain't
okay.
If you comfortable with that, accept that.
Right. No.
But if you just don't want that, you be like, yo, I'm not comfortable with that. You and her could be happy. I'm out. Then you just leave.
Yeah.
But you have to understand what you like.
Yeah.
And maybe you do like the Monday and Tuesdays, and that's your joint.
Tell me sweet lies.
Maybe you do like being the Monday and Saturday chick, and that's it.
Yeah.
Some girls just like, hey man, take me out a couple times. Send me some text messages. Don't embarrass me on these streets.
These girls want money.
They ain't getting no money.
Pay my bills.
Don't even look good enough to get money. It's sad.
You'd be surprised. It might not look good enough to you.
You gotta send me some Cash App receipts of who's sending out money.
I'm gonna send you Cash App receipts.
Not you yourself.
I know, but
if you know people getting Cash App receipts, I don't think it's happening like that.
It's absolutely happening.
Money like that?
Yo, I could TikTok showed like TikTok.
TikTok's not real.
TikTok is very real.
One person. Okay.
She posted it Instagram and she was like, everybody asking me where I'm at, but ain't nobody sending me no funds. And then her close friends on Instagram screenshotted all of the Cash App receipts, all of the Apple Pays of all of the men.
Yeah, people that So I mean, she's an online prostitute. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, how many of her is there?
I think it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. Those women, it's a lot of them.
You know her growing up, like you know this person growing up?
No, I didn't know her.
All right. So what I'm saying once again, if we look at our real people, because remember,
Why is she not real?
You know what I mean by real person. Like characters on Instagram are not real.
But I know her personally.
And that's really her. What she's saying is that's really her. And she's seen it in action.
Okay, so sorry. Replace the word real with majority.
Okay. Because I was confused.
All right. Replace the word real with majority. That's not majority people.
I see.
I see a lot of hungry girls go to Miami and not eat until they get back home.
I ain't never seen. I don't.
I ain't saying it don't happen.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I feel like the rate at men paying for stuff is higher than them not paying for stuff.
Of course.
So these women are getting money.
That's not getting money.
They getting fed.
Why is she sleeping on an air mattress then? Why her life's about to get cut
because
off?
that's her priority. So she getting the money. She probably getting a Chanel
She's
bag
not
with the
meant
money.
to, right.
Right, exactly.
Oh
She
my
getting the
God.
money, but she got a Chanel bag and she's sleeping on an air mattress.
Insane.
So she getting money. Right. Clocked in, but you know her priority. She don't buy,
Fellas,
she don't mind
fellas,
eating ramen.
Fellas, you hear what's going
And
on?
guess what? The guy's still gonna
Stop.
come. The guy's still gonna come dig her
Stop.
out on that air mattress.
Oh yeah, yes. We don't care about air mattress.
See, they don't.
We
Y'all
don't
is
care about air mattress.
dirty, and y'all still send the money.
Yeah, we gonna talk. Whoa, you see now that's the crazy part. You just said something crazy. I'm not doing that.
You're not doing that, but they are doing it.
If you are Shorty's on the air mattress and you send her money,
Yep.
no, you got to buy her a bed direct.
No, they're not buying.
gotta
They
buy
don't
a
care
bed
about. They don't
direct.
care about her enough to buy her a bed.
You wild.
They don't care about her enough to buy her a
Don't
bed.
send her money freely. She's irresponsible. She cannot. She cannot grow anything.
She don't.
Oh,
They don't want her to.
Last word is if you do give money to a girl, she's supposed to be multiplying it, fellas. She just doesn't spend all crazy. If she
Please
does
do not give me scammer money to multiply.
What does that mean?
Please do not come over here and talk about some. You done robbed Peter and now you want me to pay Paul.
Oh my God.
Do not give me bad money that you want me to flip.
I don't know about flipping. I didn't say
No,
that. But what I
when
mean
I
is
say
like if I
flip-
give you
when
money,
I
you
say-
make the house nicer, you make me more
When I
comfortable.
say exactly when I
you
say
add
flip, you want me to no,
it's
don't
like
give me no.
multiply. You what are you a drug dealer?
No,
The hell?
not a drug dealer.
Who's
First-
doing this bad investment in you?
what? Nobody's. What I'm saying is you act like this isn't happening. Tanaya, am I bugging? That's what I'm saying.
It's crazy. Anyway, this has been a shot.
Oh my god,
It's been shot.
this is crazy.
Death redeemed.
It's your girl, Yaaz, guys.
Stop getting gaslit, y'all.
Wow.
And we out.
Hey, yo, bruh. Come on, you act like you don't. But that's what a lot of these women have.